EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Tennessee Titans. Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Stroud looking to throw. Throw left side to Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
13 yards on the play.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Houston.
Play action. Here's Stroud. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. You talk about this Titan defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. That'll be caught by Rodgers. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Check. Look the hot.
Now Stroud. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. First down.
From the gun, Bigsby. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. This defense for the Titans, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Tank Bigsby, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
43-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
70 Lions.
Now a play fake here on first down. He will find his man on the outside. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Up the middle they go. Connor. And bulldozing his way through. And he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. First and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll set up a throw. That's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
That's a gain of 8.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Stroud working out of the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Texans first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Stroud off the play fake. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Higgins. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rally to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Here we go.
Stroud sets up the play action. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing now is Stroud. He has it complete to Christian Watson. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Somebody got to do it. Somebody got to do it. Watch, do it. We survived outside, all from the music. Turn this TV off. Ain't with my type activities, so don't you get involved.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 7-7, our score after 1. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down. The Titans are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Counter. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
This is 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Counter. And he stopped immediately there. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
It's now 3rd and 9.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. That flag, that'll push him back 5. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way to the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. Bigsby with a carry to begin the series. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. And they run the toss to Bigsby. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Take Bigsby with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again,
and
again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. And this ball will come out to the 35. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
41-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Counter. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only able to gain a couple there. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that nearly intercepted. For a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
At their own 35-yard line.
Project This ain't what you want.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
Bigsby once more. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 117 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Play action. Stroud now. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18.
Now a handoff to Bigsby. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
And the Texans first down. A gain of 14.
Here's Stroud.
Texans first down.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Again, it's Stroud. Open man is Higgins. We'll get about 6 here before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly.
Again, 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's another.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
23 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Down the right sideline. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning three safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing range, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Titans 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit and try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
10 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back in the 46.
Well, Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
They'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check the guard. Check the guard. Go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got room at the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans have got it back to within a score. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, where the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
17.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. Tank Bigsby. That's career touchdown number 131, and it ties him with Chris Carter for number 8 on the all-time list. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
17.
The Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
The Titans take over first and 10. The Titans take over first and 10. The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
49-yard line.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw again. Look at right sideline. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
A 7-yard pickup.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
At the 6-yard line.
Let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
First down, Houston.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. He was out there waving his arms. And when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drift. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Stroud. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
First down. A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Texans.
Play action. Here's Stroud. That is taken in by Rodgers. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Tuesday. Down. Here we go. Hey, stop. 118. What's that?
Bigsby looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Stroud looking to change the play. Another run by Bigsby. And he's going to be shot back short of the goal line. They were stopped last time from the 1. Now here's another try on 3rd and goal. And Stroud now to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Titans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. Now it's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to go up top again. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Titans 24.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Stroud out of the gun here. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Stroud to throw it. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. inside the 10. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Titans 31, Texans 28.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden.
A gain of 24 yards. And the Texans first down.
On first and 10, it's Bigsby. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks. At the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On the quick, right? 18. That's it. Stop. 11.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Stroud looking to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Texans first down. First and 10.
Here's a give to Bigsby. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And the Texans are going to have a first and goal. It's a tackle made at the 10-yard line.
That's another.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Number 84.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
At the 36-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Man, and he hits him in stride. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it's second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Second down and 8. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 5. And now it's 3rd and 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
The throw here, right sideline, falls incomplete.
And now the common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line.
At the 24-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Well, this defense needing a stop here. Gotta have it. 3rd and 9. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Partner, they've got 1 chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Here's first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They'll run on the inside handoff. Yeah, nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that won't help much. Only a yard on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Stroud to throw it. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Now Stroud. Now he's going to step up and run. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Stroud. Throw left side to Higgins. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
12 yards.
That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
One final shot for C.J. Stroud. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. The Titans going to use the 1st of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And his kick is indeed good. And this game is tied. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So it's the Titans who will control the football first here in overtime as we're back underway. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can... There he goes, right side! And this is a touchdown. That's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Texans 38.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. First throw of overtime. Stroud.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. On the carry, Bigsby. Now he's into the clear again. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. 38 yards there on the touchdown run. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Connor. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
At the 49-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
To number 88.
I'll give him credit there. Nice job on the drag route. Bring the receiver across the field, help him catch it in stride, and turn it up. He was able to do just that, although he's just a little bit short of the 1st down.
2nd and 1. Looking now, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they said, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the G's and the Jo's.
He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
19 Tiger.
On 1st down, Connor. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
A 3-yard pickup.
And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
In any yardage game, there's really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. They'll try to run this one in. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1.
It's a gain of a yard.
Brandon, I go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only second down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for third. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's third down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
And they will take a knee here. And we're going to get whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the extra session. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And it'll be a hot time across the Cumberland tonight. The